Hi everyone, my name is Karen McDonough. I was born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts, good old Beantown, and I lived in the projects there. I grew up poor. My dad was a longshoreman. My mom cleaned office buildings so that we could get by. My older sister, Mary, we called her May, was like more of a mother to me than an older sister because, again, I was the baby of the family. When my mom had to work, she would take care of me. So I was always with her. And she was a great cook, fabulous cook. She had 2 sons, one of which got murdered. It was a dangerous place to live in the projects in Boston. And my brother, I had a brother, one of my brothers was killed. He was a merchant marine, and he was trying to break up a fight on the ship, a knife fight. And this was how it was explained to me as a kid. He was like this, and one of the guys stabbed him right in the heart. Like that, he died. Being the youngest of 10, I was the one home taking care of my mom, who fell ill. And unfortunately, at that point in time, I got a phone call from my sister telling me my mom had passed. Each one of them a little piece of me left. I lived around a lot of death. That was a high crime rate area. People were going around shooting each other all the time. It wasn't unusual to be walking down the street and you're hearing gunshots and you're hitting the ground. You know, that was normal. It was tough. It was a tough life. I was devastated. And I finally worked all that out with, thankfully, my siblings who helped me. You know, there was a lot of difficulties, a lot of hills to climb, a lot of mountains, but there was a lot of love in my family. Yeah. A lot of love, you know, and for that I'm grateful. That was the glue that kept me going. But then I had to move out of the project apartment we were living in, and I moved in with a very dear friend in a little town here in Florida called Mico, and that was convenient because I had access to doctor's appointments and all of that. I lived there for 3 years, and one day she said to me, "I'm sorry, I have to ask you to leave." And I said, "Why? What did I do? Did I do anything?" Oh, she said, "Oh, no, my uncle has fallen ill, and there's no one else to take care of him." I understood perfectly. Family is family, comes first. And it was her mom, which was also a friend of mine, who was doing research. And she found the source. And she said, "You're not going to believe this. You've got to check this out." And I said, "What? Check what out? Is it a place to live?" And she said, "I think so. I don't know. You have to call them and find out." So I did. I called the source. I want to say within 3 days, I was here at the source. And I've been here ever since, and that was, 9 months ago. So I also, thankfully, sleep on the Dignity bus, which is wonderful. It houses 20 people, and that's great because once you get on the bus and in bed, it's a quiet time, which I appreciate. It's very safe. I feel safe, and everyone else who sleeps there feels safe. There's always an attendant checking everyone to make sure they're okay. It's warm when it's cold out, and it's cool when it's hot out. It's fabulous. And I have my meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the source. I was diagnosed with emphysema and COPD last year. And I've been struggling with it, as you can see, with breathing. I have been to several doctors. They're going to set me up with a round of chemotherapy. No radiation, because it will damage the lungs even more, and it will spread the cancer. I'm not the least bit concerned about it. I have great faith and trust in the doctors that are helping me here at the Cleveland Clinic in Vero. I have accepted Christ in my life, and I know that that this is a path I need to be on, whether I survive it or not. there's lessons in it for me. It like a warmth, like a warm hug and a warm blanket came over me, and I said, that's it. Accepted death not as death, but I'm moving on, leaving the shell and joining Jesus. I'm very blessed to be where I am right now. I mean, how could I possibly be on the streets with this diagnosis? What would be my resources for help? I wouldn't know where to go or what to do. Unfortunately, because of my health, I can't work. Initially, I wanted to get a part-time job. I would like to have an apartment to live in. Don't get me wrong, the bus is great, but I like to cook. And, you know, I like my space. I like my privacy. I don't have to listen to snoring. I'm sorry, but it goes on. Yeah, that's freedom to me. That gives me dignity.
So this unit right here is the one that Sue wants. So when you get back, you tell Sue that you were in her unit. This is the unit that Sue wants.
Uh-huh.
And maybe you'll take this one.
This one? Oh, wow. Oh, how cute is this? This is fabulous. Nice.
Let me turn this on for you right now.
Oh, this works. This works. Little far for the bathroom, but I'm okay with that.
Did you look in the bath? Did you see the bathroom? It's all brand new. You see the shower? It's all brand new.
Mm-hmm. I was just saying it's a little far from the bedroom to the bathroom, but I'm okay with that. Very nice. I'm impressed. This is ideal. Ideal. This is beautiful.
Right? Then you have your little sitting area here.
Uh-huh.
Then you put all your stuff in here. It's all brand new.
So you're going to have like all dishes and stuff in here too? Great.
Yeah. All you do is bring your stuff.
Great.
And you come home, right?
Yeah.
And just welcome home. And you pay for 30 days every first of the month.
Uh-huh.
Right? And you pay your $500.
Great. Cash or check?
Doesn't matter.
Ah,
Doesn't matter.